Right, hello, this is a spring garden update. So, I uncovered the Gunnerer probably about a month ago now, and we had a good flush of leaves, but unfortunately we had a few frosts since, and this took them back a bit, but there's still plenty of green growths coming on the Gunnerer, so that's good. So yeah, things are starting to stir into life. So let's continue along the border this side. Tree fern starting to get some fresh knuckles come up there. I've got some fleece here which I just stick in at night because we're still getting the odd frost. Don't want the new fronds to get damaged. So we can see spring is on its way. We've got a Acer here, nice feather leaf type, starting to flush out with some nice leaves. Got the plum tree which is in blossom. We've grown that along the fence, keep that neat against the fence there. Got a lot of this, I don't know what it is, that die back as soon as the heat kick in. That just sort of covers the ground and then dies back as soon as it gets a bit warmer. Got the Brunera starting to flower, so that'll kick out some big leaves in a few weeks. Unfortunately, let me take this off. We've got the spotty dotty that came up early, and then we had a frost that zapped the leaves. Not too concerned, there's some good new green leaves underneath, so I'll just cover that at night if we expect a frost, which we probably should get one tonight, I'd imagine. But yes, the things are starting to kick in. Fatsia spiderweb already kicked out some new leaves. Not much variegation on them yet, but I'm sure as the light increases they'll get more white on them. We've got another Acer here which is variegated, quite a nice one. And we've got another Fatsia which is the variegated, but to be honest there's not much variegation, just a little bit on the corners of the leaves. Hopefully that'll get a bit more as it grows. Already got some lilies coming up. They've shot up out of nowhere last week, and the cordline indivisor is looking quite nice. If you get the light on the leaves, it's quite transparent. You see the nice orange stripe. That seemed to have overwintered fine. Notice the bear's britches at the back here is self-seeded everywhere, so there's lots of little plants of that coming up. And this here is the what is that? I'll come back to that because it just escaped my mind. So we've got a red Acer. You can see that the leaves starting to come on that. Standard Fatsia behind that. The other Fatsia spiderweb is just a stick at the moment, so I think it's probably dead. Don't know what happened to that one. Never looked particularly good, that one. That sort of struggled from the start really, but the camouflage one's looking good. Don't know if you can see so well. Yeah, it's looking good. And we've got the Acuba japonica at the back there. Got a few of these dotted about there. Sort of a nice, good evergreen tropical backdrop. It's quite small at the moment. And we've got another Acer green, just flushing out. Got a small tree fern here. Obviously a lot of the fronds are died on it, but I'm not going to cut that back until all the frosts have gone, which should be in the next week or so. Yeah, it's only got probably about 6 inches of trunk on that one, but right, so going back to, has this come to me, is the Pedicetes japonica, which is, these are the flowers which obviously have got frosted. So I planted a clump here last year, fairly small plant. So bear in mind it's only been in probably late summer I put that in, and then this spring already has spread well over a metre. So this is the centre patch here, and we've already got leaves coming up over here which the slugs already started to attack. But yeah, nice variegated big leaves on them. So we've got a patch come up here, patch at the front, some here, and already coming right over here. So like I say, that's probably already spread 4 foot across. But yeah, these leaves get real big on these. This is the variegated form. I have to do something with these slugs because they're attacking everything at the moment. So this is another type of Pedicetes, but it's like a palmate leaf form. Again, this went in similar time to the other one, and that's spread probably a good 3 foot. This one's got the purple white flowers, and let's say it's popped up here, all the way across here, all the way across here. So again, the leaves get quite big on them, so they're good sort of ground jungly looking plants when they come out properly. So yeah, they're good spring indicators that we're on our way. So obviously we've got quite a few Camerops going along this edge, plus the Camadora radicalis, which I just put a bag over that for the winter, and that's been fine. I think it's starting to kick out a new spear actually, so yeah, it's looking quite good. The Tetrapanix is kicked out a couple of new leaves. Obviously frost, you can see that's ones fell off and got frosted off, but not to worry, they grow pretty quick. Trapicarpus at the back there. Fancy Polycarpa, green fingers. A couple of leaves damaged on that, but that seemed to flush out pretty quick as well. I've got a little waggy down the front here. So I did experiment this year, and I had a couple of Aeonians in these little raised planters here around the cord lines, and we had a pretty cold wet winter, so they've just totally died down. They're gone. A little experiment, didn't work, won't be trying that again. They were only cuttings anyway, so I'm not too fussed. Yeah, this is the remains of one. So that's actually looking quite a decent plant. At one point it grew several heads, but totally dead. And we did have a Agave Americana in this corner, but that rotted as well. I thought being raised that might be enough drainage, but no. So that's that. Experiment's done. Won't be trying it again. So this is the biggest tree fern, about 5 foot of trunk. Still covered over in the centre. I'll give that a good water later because it's looking a little bit dry. Again, we've got a little gunner at the back there. A few little leaves coming on that. And we just planted that there as a cutting from the main plant near the wildlife pond. So yeah, these are all fuchsias at the back here, which just look like sticks at the minute, but they look real good in the summer and autumn they all they flower all summer, looking good. Got a big acer in a corner starting to flush out. A little bit of bamboo there. The Phoenix Canariensis in pots, been there all winter, absolutely fine. You can see Musa Baju, it's kicked out a new leaf. I just stick it under the overhang there if we get a frost. It's getting a bit too big for that now, to be fair, but yeah, that's one I dug out from the centre bed. I had several, so they're potted, the rest are in the greenhouse at the moment. Just a quick update on the Power Jabaya. He has been outside for the last couple of weeks, but because we've had a frost couple of nights, I brought him back in the summer house. But he's looking good, actually pushing out new fronds. Got a green aeonium there and some robustas at the back there, absolutely fine. And you've got the sago palm there, looking brilliant. This is unheated, but it does get the sun all day during the winter. So yeah, everything's good in there. It should be coming out the next week or two. So quickly around the other side. So we've got the big bamboos, obviously absolutely fine. You can see that. That's the tree I planted last year. That's about 4 foot, and it's probably, I don't know, well over 10 foot now. That is, I think that's a gunny eye. Anyway, let's look at the Tetrapanax tucked behind the cactus shelter here. That's kicked out some nice leaves, and because that's protected by the bamboo, that's the leaves are fine, even with a slight frost they don't get touched. So this is the cover from a cactus bed. We've got all sorts in there, absolutely fine. Got a couple of small palms in there as well, potted. But yeah, all cactus looking good. They're going to be too big next year to put this over. I have to make a new frame for it, just to keep them dry. Yeah, all good in there. The biggest Trachycarpus here. I'd say it's 4 foot trunk. Flew through winter, no problems obviously. It's kicking out about 5 or 6 fronds at once. Little Camerops humilis underneath here. Don't get a huge amount of sun, but hence why the leaves are so big. But yeah, it's looking quite nice. Cordyline red star, looking good. The Phoenix Canariensis here, the biggest I've got. I did cut a few of the leaves back because they were looking a bit scraggly. But yeah, it's looking to see a bit of trunk there, so pleased with that. It's sailed through winter and got really tight, and loads of, at least 2 or 3 spears coming out there, so I'm happy with that. Right, this is my new centre bed, which the palm out of the summer house is going to go in. So what I've done with this is it's a foot tall logging, which I've insulated with 1-inch thick polystyrene, so it's got no chance of getting frosted. Obviously I've left a bit in the middle to put the palm in. That is the Power Jabaya, which is going to go in there, so that'll be the centre point of the garden. So it should look quite good out in the open, sort of as a statement piece. Yeah, repainted my little bridge, and so the sunny side of the border, well, this is my sunny border. I call the other one the shade border, even though it gets full sun till probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but then it is in full shade. This is the sunny side, which gets sun all day. Anyway, this is a Robusta, which is obviously had some winter damage here. I'm still not going to cut them off until all chance of frost have gone, but like I say, they're pretty hardy here. We've got some nice new green in the middle and a couple of new spears coming already, so that's fine. Let's get out the shadow. So this is coming up. This is like a ornamental rhubarb, big purple leaves. It's sort of Gunnera family, slightly smaller than a Gunnera, but it's got the purple variety. They look quite nice. It's only just started to come out. So I cut all the cannas back, so they should be kicking in soon, as soon as it warm up a little bit more. So yeah, I've got a big planting space here, so I'm hoping to get a colocation Thailand giant type in there. I had one before and they were really impressive, so that's what I'm looking for if I can get hold of one. So everything else along here looking fine, survived winter no problem. Peony is shot up and already got some flower buds on it. Real nice deep red big flowers on that. Obviously we've got the poppies popping up everywhere at the minute, but they die down as soon as the summer kick in properly, but a nice bit of sort of spring colour. Artichoke survived winter no problem, looking good, nice silvery leaves on that. That's grown from seed last year, so it should kick in big this year. So yeah, everything else looking pretty good. The cordylines have took a little bit of winter damage, browned off a bit, but all the centre spears looking good, absolutely fine. And again we've got like the purple one there, cordyline. That's again took a little bit of damage, but that'll be fine. So yeah, all the smaller robustas again lost a few leaves, but all the centre stuff looks fine, so not too worried about that. This is my little experiment with filibuster, Washingtonia filibuster, which is the cross, and there's a seedling from last year. It's looking pretty brown at the minute, but I've put just covered it over with this cloche for the frost the next couple of nights, so we'll see if that survives or not. But I was looking down here at the Kamarops volcano, and over winter it's kicked out a little pup to the side here, so I might leave that over summer to get a bit bigger and hopefully get some roots. I might take that off. So yeah, I was surprised about that, because that weren't there. In fact, there's another one here, a little one here, a bigger one here, so there's two pups coming off it. So hopefully I can divide them off. Again, we've got some lilies popping up there. So I've still got a tag on this Bootia Asphasia. Looking fine. Slight blue tinge to it. Kicking out 2 or 3 spears now. Starting to warm up. Another Tetrapanix there. Kicking out a couple of leaves, and we've got the Trepicarpus nova, unfazed by winter again. So at the back of the hot tub we've got the bamboo, and that is the Spanish reed, which is still got some green on it, so sort of I'm not going to cut that back. I'll let the new green come on that old growth from last year. Hopefully get some more canes come up this year. That is Arandodanax variegated, which is the Spanish reed. We've got some golden bamboo, which is in a pot. I forget the variety of that cordyline. That is electric green mint something, I don't know.